Hello, I'm Ryan Marr. This is a very special This Week at BMB. The STN Fall National Submission Deadline is tonight. We wanted to get these last few stories that some of our favorite BMB people have been working on under the wire. First off is the Mepham vs. MacArthur playoff game, voiced by Lily Yepes and produced by Matt Mano.
It's the Nassau County quarterfinals between the Mepham Pirates and the MacArthur Generals, a rematch of the semifinals last year. The Pirates opened the game with a heavy dosage of Don Novello running, and opened the scoring on this QB keeper when Novello scampers past everybody for a 50-yard score. On the next drive, Generals QB Benito Palomino lobs up a crosser, but Stephen Mulqueen makes the catch of his life for the interception.
You want a highlight reel? There it is. Highlight.
The madness wouldn't stop there as Novello coughs up the ball on the very next play, and the Generals get it back. But all of that would be for naught, as the MacArthur field goal is wide left. The Generals made up for a miss with a sack of Novello on the fourth down by Sal Orlando, shifting the momentum and the crowd.
Hey, there's more touchdown, and now it is getting loud here first half. Here's Palomino. He's going to find a screen pass, and this is there. It's Rocco Hogan making move.
The Generals drive down the field, starting with the Palomino jump pass to Rocco Hogan, breaking tackles, bouncing it outside, and setting up a 7-yard out route to John Dickelman, tying the game at 7.
Touchdown, MacArthur!
You can't really do that on 2nd and 13.
Early in the second half, now Mulqueen comes flying in for his second pick of the day, and later, MacArthur tries to fake the punt, and they come up short. Mepham now with prime field position late in the fourth. Novello finds Mike Cuccinello on third down, cueing Dominic Novello's signature moment.
I don't play for myself. I don't play for the stats. I play for everybody in this town and on this team, because that's the most important thing.
The Pirates are now off to Hofstra, winning 14-7. For BMB, I'm Lily Yepes.
Second is a tree ordinance in the town of Hempstead, a very special story about our environment, produced by Hannah Broxmeyer and Lily Yepes.
Well, I'm a guy who believes in freedom. I don't like anybody telling me what to do, but somebody's got to stand up for the trees. You know, they don't have an advocate. We're their advocate, and we need them as much as they need us. That's why the ordinance is important.
There's no secret that Long Island is known for its beautiful beaches and breathtaking sunsets, but this wouldn't be possible without a healthy environment. Watching the population of trees steadily decrease, a community group based out of Nassau County known as Wild Ones has made it their quest to save the trees by tackling the Town of Hempstead Tree Ordinance.
In Nassau County, we have a tree ordinance, which is a set of regulations that govern how we can manage our trees as a community and how we can manage trees on our own property. Those regulations are important because they are our community values written down into regulations.
So we do need to improve the Town of Hempstead tree ordinance to make it very cutting edge, because we are facing climate change, and it's an important facet to maintaining our tree infrastructure.
Before Long Island was what we know and love today, things were a little bit different. The settling of the continent wiped out the great oak forest.
When John Rock Smith came to Merrick in 1643, that's what he found, the great oak forest. Oaks, beeches, hickories, and other assorted native species.
So native trees have created a perfect balance. And if human beings and all our actions didn't change that, then we'd still have a perfect balance.
Those trees provide habitat for all of the wildlife here and for the migratory species that are flying past this area, landing on our beaches as their last stop before they fly over the ocean and onto their migratory other patterns of travel.
I'll say at this point, why are trees important? I'll answer that with a question. Do we like to breathe? Yes, as a species, we like oxygen. We need oxygen to breathe.
I'm not saying I'm the Lorax, but somebody's got to speak for the trees. And if we're supposed to be the top of the food chain, the top of the hierarchy, then it's our job to protect everything below us.
We tend to forget that trees are quite literally the reason we're alive, so we need to protect them. Speaking on behalf of the trees, for BMB, I'm Hannah Broxmeyer.
And lastly is this very special story about our upcoming winter concert and some of the very special composers, told by Michaela Dobby, and that was produced by James Bickham.
Just about every high school in the country has a holiday concert. But how many high school bands can say they are playing pieces composed by students in the band? And few could say that they have pieces from students who played in the band 50 years apart.
I wanted to write something meaningful, and this came to me. I saw it all over the news. It's been going on since February, and with the holidays coming up and a lot of people affected by the war, I just wanted to create a piece to show that there is still hope for people in Ukraine despite this months-long, almost year-long war.
The fact that Sam Nadler composed the piece that she did is amazing. It is astoundingly good. When you hear it, when I conduct it, it's right there on the level of all these, very professional, high quality, award-winning composers.
50 years before Sam Nadler even entered Mepham High School, Carl Stroman found himself at Mepham High School.
This building today is a flashback. I mean, it's just incredible. We had great teachers. Courses I took were outstanding.
Carl joined the band at Mepham and started to play the trombone. It wasn't long until he started to arrange pieces.
An arranger is different than a composer. We take existing music from other writers and rearrange them for any kind of performing group. We rearrange those notes, take the notes from the melody and assign them to the notes and the score for the band. And I did that for a long time. It was a great education.
Even today, Carl is still in awe of the building here at Mepham and the community that the school has.
First of all, you got to admit this is an unusual building architecturally. It looks like a monument.
I think for the band, it means that we are rooted in a legacy of success, rooted in a legacy of high quality. I think that when you look at the building, it's that nostalgia and Americana that we all kind of feel just by looking at it. And then when you think of the band room, it's the same thing. Here's somebody who is now, well into his retirement, and he was here, So I think that kind of paints a picture of, oh, wow, our stories will continue. He has a story that will be part of our story.
Friends that I keep in contact with still talk about Mepham. The Alumni Association goes back 60, 70 years. That says a lot for a high school. I doubt that high schools on Long Island have that kind of following. There's something special about this place.
For BMB, I'm Michaela Dobby.
I'm sure you'll get to see these packages once again on Midweek Update, but for now, I'm Ryan Marr from BMB, and we'll see you soon.